Hello, welcome back to another video. You're probably wondering, oh, James said he'll post every other day. Where's he gone? Well, he disappeared. Yeah, well, what turned out to happen was, what turned out to happen. Now, that isn't English. Now, what happened was, I do have braces, and you're probably wondering, why does that affect anything? Well, they decided to break on me, meaning that it'll scratch in the cheek, my cheek, which it obliterates it, like, I don't know. Yeah, so basically it meant that it was too difficult for me to talk. Anyway, second disclaimer for today. You might be hearing, like, in the back. That's because I'm recording 4 o'clock in the morning and birds are in the morning, and I need my window open because, my god, I don't know about anyone else, but here in England, in the north, it's gone really warm. I don't know whether it's my house, like, insulating the heat or something, but honestly, it's gone unbearably warm. I've got a fan right next to me, but I can't have it on because that means recording goes, and that's no good. Anyway, let's get right into this. So I just want to thank you guys for all the support lately. It's absolutely fantastic, and I will hopefully be making videos consistently again. And as a sorry, I'm going to try and make more videos today, or either longer videos, one of the two. But yeah. Anyway, so Deku, he's about to go to Island. Now, I discussed about Island earlier, and you're probably like, "There's never a competition." Well, it's a what if. So there's now a competition. Um, Midoriya, due to his heightened intelligence that comes with his spider quirk, kind of a what if there. So I'm just gonna push that in there. So he has got higher intelligence, especially when it comes to inventing things. This meant he got in easily past the competition, and he's flown over to Island. His mum has of course said yes. She's sad that his son's going at such a young age, but she also understands that this is his dream. Now, so the plane drive happens. It's a private jet with a few other students that have won the competition. Deku came first. Basically, there's 5 spots. Deku got in. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know, but either way, he got to Island. As soon as he got to Island, he was greeted with Professor Shield and Melissa Shield, and yeah, they all said hi, hello, how are you doing? They greeted, exchanged, just had a sip of the coffee. Of course, that didn't happen. I had a sip of the coffee, but you know what? It's fine. So anyway, they all exchanged details and everything. Blah 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 blah. Deku was shown to his room and told that tomorrow all the festivities and stuff are starting. Uh, Tomorrow we're gonna have like an open day, like you do at school. If you don't know what an open day is, it's like a day where you don't really do quote unquote work, because you gotta think this whatever 10 weeks is for Deku to learn basically. So anyway, let's get back on track. So then Melissa knocks on all the new people's rooms that night, because they came like midday. By midday, I mean like 10 o'clock. They were in the rooms for 2 hours, and Melissa knocked on Deku and the rest of the students' rooms at 12 and got them all in a group. This is before all the school starts, and basically said, "Hi, I'm here to show you around the island." So that happens. Melissa and Deku connect. This is because Melissa's, of course, related to All Might, kind of. Like the brother, sister. No, not brother and sister. Uncle, daughter. Uncle. Oh, what's it called? The uncle bond they have, and Deku is a huge fanboy of All Might. Melissa, of course, noticed that knocking on his room because he was unpacking. He'd unpack all this stuff. Of course, he brought his iconic All Might figures because, if you remember his Dawn, you know how Deku is with All Might. He loves him. So Melissa and Deku connected on that, and then they also connected on inventing and all that stuff. So basically, they connected a lot more than the other students, because the other students were very, how do I say this, like, less rebelly, as Melissa's a little bit more rebelly, you know, and they're a lot like hard headed, but Deku's not, because he's not like I'm gonna break the rules. He's just a lot more laid back than the other ones who are a lot more all science, science, science inventions. Of course, Deku did connect with her a bit with the inventions bit, but the other four people there connected with each other, as Deku connected the most with Melissa, and Melissa connected the most with Deku, so they're close friends. So anyway, these guys went out for about 2, 3, 4 hours, just looking around the island and stuff. They grabbed something to eat, of course, all expenses covered by, um, well, I want to say Melissa, but covered by the island itself because Professor Shield is rich because he made an island sanctuary thing. However, he made it, he's still rich. Anyway, so this day ended. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of a time skip. Well, no, it's the next day. Deku, he gets introduced to all the lab equipment. This is because he's now at the lab, and he basically gets told that they're going to be working on mock hero suit. This is when Deku gets pulled aside, and he gets. Well, no, Deku doesn't get pulled aside, but he gets like. Well, yeah, no, he gets pulled aside. The rest of the students are working on a mock hero suit for other superheroes. That's when Professor Shield directly goes to Deku in a separate corner, of course. How about you work on your own hero suit? This is because um, Professor Shield, well, when they applied, they were told what they wanted to be when they were older. The rest told them they wanted to be inventors, but Deku told him he also wanted to be a hero. And Professor Shield also knows his quirk, and of course he's not dumb. He realized he looked like he had the quirk of a spider, so that's when I was like, okay, use my resources to make a hero suit for yourself rather than other people, and it should be perfect because it'll be to your qualifications. Blah blah blah. So basically, just to summarize, Deku is working on a super suit for himself, basically, as the rest are working on experimental suits for other people. So, like, one would be working on one for Midnight. That's not what they're all working for ones on different superheroes from different countries, because this is a new thing I'm going to add in a little bit later, which is now that all the people are from different countries. No, never mind, scratch that, because then they won't know Japanese, so all the... Just scratch everything I just said. They're all doing different heroes from Japan. Some less well-known heroes, some more well-known heroes. I'm not going to name it, because basically they're irrelevant. Anyway, so Melissa Shield is checking in on all of them, seeing how they're doing. And she's especially checking in on Deku. I'm going to skip now another 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. Deku's finished making his hero suit, everyone else has finished making the hero suits. So you're probably wondering, what's in Deku's hero suit? So, Deku's hero suit, first of all, it's a lot more tighter than his suit in the show. So in the show, he has a lot, like, a loose-fitting, bulky suit. Like, I'm off for the newer suit, so the most newest suit. With the gloves, the bulky flick gloves, and the bulky iron soles. This isn't true for his Spider-Man suit. This is because he doesn't really need help with strength, does he? Because he has strength. No, he doesn't. He isn't fully focused on power. He's more basically his suit is agile, so he can dodge stuff. It looks like the Iron Spider suit, and the reason he's gone for the spider familiarity is because of his quirk. The color scheme is different though, because the color scheme is based off All Might's color scheme, and bits and pieces. But basically, to summarize it up, it looks similar to the Iron Spider, but with All Might's color scheme to kind of like commemorate All Might. But it's Spider-Man's suit, but different color. Just imagine that in your head. So like, if All Might and Spider-Man suit merged together, taking Iron Man's model but All Might's character. Hope that makes sense for you all. This suit has certain things that Deku's put into it. Sorry, just took a sip there. One thing he did put into this is heat regulation. Uh, the reason he's done this is so that he can go against a hero like Endeavour a lot more better, or work in heated or cold environments. So let's say he went to somewhere like Brazil where it's really hot. He could work like normal because his suit will cool him down. This is because his quirk is a lot more based off his ability, with him having to run and everything. So it's a lot physical based. But because so basically it regulates his heat. This took a whole month to apply, and it's quite high technology. The next thing that was heavily focused on was the AI, which was kind of like open source and actually made by Melissa, who helped him code the AI. So the AI for the suit is made by Melissa basically, and like given this was open source to the rest of the students, so they have this AI too. Deku tweaked it a bit, of course, with his magic invention. This only took a day to implement because Melissa helped him out, basically. Melissa just did the whole AI thing for him. So, what he focused the other 2 months on was the web shooters. He had this planned from the start because he realised it works really well with his quirk, making it great for mobility for him, and also, well, due to him living in the city, it's great for mobility, also great for capture device, and it's also suiting his like kind of theme he's having going on with the spider. So these webs are exactly the same in the. Well, have you seen Iron? No, not Iron Man. Sorry, uh, Spider-Man: Homecoming. They're like if you've played the Spider-Man game, it's the basic webs. Of course, there'll be more upgrades, but it is just the basic webs. This is to stop all complication, blah 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 blah. And the final thing about his suit is well, no, that's about it. Heat regulation. This does work in extreme conditions as well. So yeah, now, you're probably wondering, for the next 7 months, the inventor students worked on other projects like making better security robots and stuff, but Deku was actually pulled aside. The reason Deku was pulled aside is because Professor Shield and Melissa Shield kind of had a weird plan for Deku. This is because they realized that they wanted to make him the next All Might. The reason they wanted to make him the next All Might is because after this 3 months, they realized, well, Melissa realized, that he was really charismatic, a great hero. And Professor Shield is, of course, he knows about All Might's dwindling position, and Deku, he's been monitoring Deku too, and realizes he has the proper spirit to be a hero. Not just that, they also realize he wants to be a hero himself. And one key thing, they realize he's smart. He's smart. He has the power to basically. Well, he doesn't quite have the overwhelming power of All Might, but he has quite a strong quirk. But not just. He's good hearted, but not just that. He's smart. He was able to make most of his own suit, doing something revolutionary like the webs, which has not ever been done before, which makes him quite, rare. So that's why they saw him as a perfect candidate to be the next symbol of peace, doing this behind All Might's back, kind of. Although All Might would probably support it, because, helping a superhero rise, basically. So anyway, so the rest of the class are now separated from Deku, Melissa, and Professor Shield. Of course, they're still keeping somewhat an eye on them, but they're focusing on Deku. This is because in the time where well, no, they've built a security robot. Now, this security robot is like, it's not made to be malicious, but it's made to attack Deku and counter Deku, and basically, it's made to train Deku. So for the next 7 months, 7 weeks, I think, was it weeks or months? Whatever. If I said months in the past, it's months. If I said weeks in the past, it's weeks. Basically, I think it's months. So for the next 7 months, Deku's training with this robot. So, what does this robot teach him to do? So, sorry, I said so like 4 times in a row, but anyway, due to what the comments said, they said to make him OP if I want to, and since it's me, I'm gonna make him OP. I've decided to give him a spider sense. So what this 7 months training did, it unlocked his spider sense, taught him how to use spider sense, and basically he can now use it to predict the moves and dodge the moves. So he can perfectly dodge the robot if he's given enough time to dodge. Bear in mind, Spider-Man can basically dodge a bullet blank, a bullet like straight up, so he can easily dodge the robot's punches. It helped him increase his strength. Of course, he's already buff due to that, but it just gave him experience and also showed him how he could use the webs to attack. And then he spent a month learning how to swing with the webs as well, because they realised that he's gonna have to explore the city. So anyway, he says goodbye to Professor Shield and Melissa Shield. They're actually quite close. They have each other's phone numbers, and he promises to keep in touch. But it's the end of the 10 months, and he goes home to Japan. And I don't know what city they live in. I know, really bad, unprofessional of me, but wherever UA is. He goes home and gets ready for the UA exam, which will be happening within a week's time. The reason I've given that week is to recover from jet lag, say hello to Inko Midoriya, blah 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 blah. So basically, to summarize it all, Deku has got the suit, he's trained, and he's gone home. Of course, he's not authorized to practice with his quirk anymore, but he does do strength training with unreasonable amounts of weights that he actually made. Well, no, were made for him by Melissa Shield and Professor Shield. They made these weights for him that help him lift extra strong so he can get stronger. Basically, weights that suit him more than a normal weight would, so he can actually build up his strength. This is where I'm going to be finishing this episode, because it's just before the UA exam, and it's actually quite a good place to finish it. I've got lots of stuff done this episode. It might be the coffee I've just chugged. Anyway, I am empty on coffee, so I need to finish the episode here. Just want to thank you all for watching. Apologise for not posting recently, and wish you all a great day/evening, depending on when this comes out. Also, I know I said weeks earlier. It was definitely months. If not, I'm retconning it to months, because it's my what if. I don't know, I've been playing God with this what if a lot, but you guys said to make it OP, so I'm not going to go against you guys. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Sorry about saying that word. Bye. I should actually, end it now.